Hey everybody, thank you for joining me again. I am back to work on the chicken. Well, to work on the sauce for the mango sauce for the chicken. Just turning my front burner on low, and I've got about a half a cup of water in there. The most recipes for like a mango sauce, when you're trying to have something that's going to be fairly creamy, will require like whiskey or whatever. But I'm not doing any alcoholic version. So there's half a cup of water. I put a couple of splashes, we'll call it a couple of teaspoons of almond extract in for a little added flavor. You could do vanilla flavoring as well. I have a couple of different kinds of mangoes. I plan on using these mangoes instead of using this mango. Significant difference in the size, but I'm going to use these small ones. They're softer and much easier to work with just from the get go. So I've got the flame down pretty low, and I'll let that start to heat up a little bit, and then I will add my other items. And today, instead of cooking chicken from scratch, I'm making it as quick, easy, and delicious as I can. And the chicken is actually packaged, pre-cooked, and cut into strips, like tenderloin type strips. And that's the chicken that will be used today. Because it's kind of ready to eat, and then I can just heat it up, prepare the sauce, heat up the chicken, and this rice that I already have pre-cooked. So I'll have the chicken and the rice in my container. I'll do the mango sauce, and it'll be a much quicker deal than toiling over the stove. If you want to toil over the stove, help yourself. I'm just not in the toil over the stove kind of a mood today. So just peeling the outside of the mango off. Whether you have a gas stove or an electric stove, you can work this recipe either way. And even though I'm peeling the outside skin of the mango off, I might find myself eating it later because there's lots of nutrients in the outer skin. And the outer skin of these smaller mangoes is much softer than the outer skin on the larger green and red mangoes. While the water is, let me find something separate to put these mango pieces in. We just want the meat. We're not putting the seed in at all. But you can keep the seed and plant it at another time. And even if it doesn't bear fruit, it can become some nice greenery in your living room. But there are other channels um, on YouTube, such as Lead Farmer 73. It says that you can plant it and actually get a harvest from it. But he lives on a farm, so I don't know. Or he has a lot of land where he can grow things. So his situation may be a little bit different from what most might expect. But if you haven't seen his channel, I encourage you to check him out. But he does have the full deal as far as the farm goes. And the water is starting to boil a little bit. He has chickens and lots of trees and plants, guava, mango. He grows lots of things. And he's very knowledgeable on more power generators and things than I am. So seems like a pretty nice guy, and he's very knowledgeable. Um, so I encourage you to check him out if you're interested in learning more about farming. And another channel that would be good to check out is Homestead Heart. Is um, that family also has a farm, and they've got chickens and goats, and they're growing all sorts of things. But I'm indoors. I live in multi-family housing, is what I call it. It's a condo. So for condo dwellers, apartment dwellers, people that live in townhomes or in shared space areas, like if they have an association or whatever, my channel may be more of an interest for you. Or if you're just getting started and or you don't have anywhere to do any outside gardening, then you might find my channel more interesting as well because I do all my gardening indoors, hydroponically. The rest of this is the seed, which is quite flat compared to the seed of the other one. I'm putting those bits of mango in there so that can start to cook down. Just wanted to wash my hands, get some of that stickiness off my hands for a minute. So I apologize for that. I'll let these mangoes turn the flame up so that it's about on medium so that it can cook down even more. It's nice and soft though. That's why I like the yellow mangoes because it's softer and it's a lot more palatable. It's easier to deal with. Even, as far as the skin, it's a lot easier to deal with than to eat. And I know not everybody eats the skin, but skin actually has a lot of goodness in it for you. So while I'm giving that a minute to cook down, I'm going to take this rice that I have that was already prepared yesterday, and I'm going to put it in my little signature dish with the chicken that I have. Laid the rice out as a bed on the bottom, and I put the chicken over top of that. Things a little sweet and spicy. I like the variation between the sweet and the spicy. I'm going to add some of my own personal spice blend, which is a mixture that I made with uh, pimento leaves, cayenne pepper, celery seeds, garlic, parsley, and curry powder. Just going to add a little bit of that, just a couple of sprinkles, so that it gives a little bit of a kick to the food. Not overwhelming, but a little bit. And I realize that some people really aren't into having anything spicy in their food, so you don't have to add those things. But you have to figure out what you like and what's best for your taste buds. And so for me, I do prefer to have a little bit of a kick. Boiling down and it's soft enough that the spoon is just going right through it. I'll let it just boil for about a minute or so more, and then I'm going to do some blending. Then I will put it back and add the rest of it and blend again so that we can get it all ready. Getting there. But as I was saying earlier, prices of everything is going up so much. And if you are a driver of a car, motorcycle, or whatever, check the prices wherever you go because you may find that the price of gas is one thing in one area, and you might go 5 or 10 blocks down the street and find that it's $2 a gallon less. Sounds bizarre, but that's what I saw yesterday. So it is very possible that there are some differences in prices all around. Zap that in the microwave for a minute. As I already mentioned, the chicken is already done. The rice is already done. Just heating it up a little bit. I suppose I could have put a splash of water in there too, but I didn't really do that. To keep it moister. For now, I'm going to take this, which is the mango, down to the last 10 seconds. I'll turn that off. I'm putting this stuff in the Ninja, so I will be right back when we blend this quickly. Simple and easy. Very, very quick. Quick, simple, and delicious. In fact, rather than putting it back in the pot for now, I'm going to add 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. You could always use vanilla yogurt if you want to. Just put it right there in the Ninja along with it. And 2 tablespoons of pure honey. Gives it a little bit of sweetness. Like I said, I really like the combination of the sweet and the spicy. especially when it comes to chicken. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Top. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Woo! That's good. Wow. Just going to take it and pour it right from here. Let's see if we can get it so it's not quite so bright. And I just pour it over the chicken and rice. Sorry, it's really good. Let me plate it. A little bit better. And I'm going to add, I know it looks very saucy. I don't know if you can see well enough because the light's kind of bright behind me. But I'm going to add some beets on the side because, I got to have my beets every day. Doctor said to eat my beets. And I enjoy it. Try this mango chicken sauce on my chicken strips. Mango sauce on my chicken strips with my special seasoning. A bit of rice. Oh my god. And it's really good. Rice tastes good with it. The chicken tastes really good with it. I might be taking some leftovers to work tomorrow. If there's leftovers that remain for me to take to work tomorrow. There you go. My version of mango chicken. There are no chunks in there. The sauce is creamy, smooth. It just glides down your throat. And it's got that nice little bit of sweetness from the honey. And I've got the yogurt. And I use the water, half a cup of water, in the beginning of the process to boil the mangoes rather than using whiskey as most people do in a regular recipe. Wow. Whew. This is good. I'm going to try to pack up some to take to work tomorrow for lunch. Hope you're having a good evening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, my lighting is there's always something, one way or another with the lighting. And this time, I look like I'm glowing. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. Try something new. Take some of your dehydrated food, if you've been dehydrating, and blend it down into a powder to create your own seasoning, like I did with using, the different blends. You could do the same thing. Whatever it is that you've been dehydrating, or if you haven't been dehydrating anything, maybe you have certain seasonings already in your cupboard. Maybe you have garlic powder, cayenne pepper, celery seeds. Like I have the kale, dehydrated kale, and I also have, dehydrated parsley. I think there was some parsley in that mix that I made today. Try out some different things, blend them together, and then just do a fingertip test and see, do you like it or do you not like it? If you like it, what things would that taste good on? Would it taste good with fish? Would it taste good with chicken? Would it taste good with um, a plant-based option? Tofu, EVP, veggie burger. Try out different things and see what works for you. Thanks for joining me today in the kitchen, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.